about to make my favorite healthy concoction, but I don't know what's in it. Can you show us how you make this thing called green goop?
You called it green goop. I originally was calling it a green smoothie. Then my what's the name again? My magic bullet stopped working. So I came up with what I call now a smoatmeal, which is a smoothie, and oatmeal. So I'm mixing. I already made my, so I make like a big batch of, this is looking really terrible, but it's just oatmeal with raisins and cinnamon. And I use a little bit, so I don't have to make it every day. So I make my, when it's winter, I'll do it, I'll reheat it, put a little bit of almond milk or something, and so it's nice and warm. And then while it's reheating really gently, you don't want to boil, so it kills everything otherwise. Then I prepare the smoothie. Couldn't find the word anymore. All right, my smoothie has a lot of ingredients, so it takes me sometimes, if I'm super efficient and I'm not distracted by those terrible things called smartphones. They're smart because they distract us. That's smart. I can make it in 15 minutes. I know it sounds like a lot of time, but I add a lot of stuff in that green goop. All right, so before I do anything, I put a little bit of water in my whatever I'm using to make my you don't need like to spend tons of money to eat healthy. That's the big news. You don't need the $1,200 or euros, wherever you looking from, to eat healthy. This, I don't know, it's $20. It's plastic, I know, but we use it so much that we are forgiven to use plastic. I'm very into recycling. I also practice composting, so I don't have to go every day. I put it in a container, and then when it's full or when it really stinks, I'll go and put it outside.
And how do you get that fresh water?
Oh yeah, so fresh water. I try not to buy plastic bottles. It's terrible. You probably heard about it. Anybody who is listening to my channel is probably on the same wave. Yeah, buying water in plastic. Terrible for us, for our body, full of plastic, because we don't know that, but when it travels, it gets hot. The hotter it gets, the more plastic goes into the water. Also, when it's unloaded from a truck, it will stay generally a few, maybe not a few hours, but at least half an hour in the sun sometimes, until it's loaded inside the store. So anything that happens, direct sun on plastic going, oh, it's terrible. So you think you're drinking the Fiji water. Ooh, it's so good for me. Well, you're drinking mostly plastic, and the Fiji water is better if you go to Fiji and you drink it from there. Otherwise, we have water that is practically free. If you have a filter, use it. I have a living water filter, so it makes my water alkaline, which helps the body to stay alkaline. If we get too acidic, we die. That's simply as that. So anything you can do to help the body not have to fight to get into the neutral, basic. Want to help me with my word?
This is our
As-
charades we play.
Yeah, I'm French. Sometimes I don't quite remember the words. But you know what I mean. The acidic or basic alkaline balance of your body. All right. Let's start. First, as I said, I put, this is not horseradish, okay, I'm just reusing, recycling, it's not plastic. It's chia seeds, do you say chia?
Chia.
Chia seeds, so a little bit. And I put it in and I put water so it will, you know, expand and we will get the best out of it while I'm doing the other stuff.
What's the benefit of chia seed for the body?
Oh gosh. Well, chia seeds are a good complement for, I don't know exactly what's good in chia seeds.
They make a really pretty plant.
You tricked me. I'll research, but I know it's good for you. I know it's good for you. Trust me in that. All right, once I've done that, I'll cut a banana. So I've decided to take a really yucky looking banana, but generally it's good inside, you know. We keep it, we live in South Carolina, it gets really hot, so we keep most of our fruit in the fridge, hence the brownness of the banana. But inside it's going to be pretty much normal. Here we go. Voila. Yeah, pretty much normal. So, because I'm doing a smoked meal, what I like to do, compost.
Which one?
All right. I like to put half or about half in here, and then some pieces in my porridge, as the British say. Knife. Oh, it was in the sink. Ready. It's already dead. Why did I say that?
Plants have feelings too.
And the angry orange.
Yes, angry orange.
Knife! All right, so this, and I'll do the banana for the oatmeal. You know, I should have done just like in those cooking video where everything is already cut. So magically it's like, oh, it's already cut. But I didn't, so here I am cutting. Well, you'll see in real life, in real time life, how long it's going to take me to eat the black yucky stuff. I don't want it.
Isn't it handy to always have a little cutting board?
Oh gosh, yes. I never put it back. I always have it there because I know I'm going to use it the next day anyway. All right. Ooh, look what I'm putting in my smoothie.
Oh, it's a secret ingredient.
Garlic. Yeah, it's not going to taste like garlic, so, but you know, you don't have to put it, but garlic is extremely good for you. I like to take the inside. It's what makes us not digest it very well. Well, it's not really green. If it's green, you know, if it's starting to grow, you take it off, but for some reason, I think, yeah, it's too young, so it doesn't have the green stuff, so I put it in. Oh, yeah, it's good. It cleans your blood. So garlic is amazing. That's why, in
Middle East.
Middle East, thank you. It's good that Jamie's here. Middle East, they eat a lot of garlic, a lot of lemon. Lemon also weirdly makes any food, if you put lemon on it, makes it alkaline. And I know we think citrus is like citric, but no, it turns the food into alkaline. They put a lot of so garlic. They always have. I don't know if you've noticed, for example, it's a little diversion. We'll go back to smoothie.
This is like the cooking channel and the history channel.
They also put a lot of parsley. Parsley is amazing. It's good for you. All kind of all the vitamins in, and it helps to digest the garlic. So I'm going to. So anything very green is good to actually help to digest. There's always a connection between the food you put together. So at the end, I'm adding kale because I have kale, but you know it could be parsley. Sometimes I do put parsley. So I buy the whole kale. I prefer not to buy it already cut and washed because you lose a lot of vitamins when it's processed. Anyway, it's processed, and also I don't like the plastic thing you buy it with. So this, I know some people will be horrified, but I wash it, never use it. We are mainly made of bacteria, viruses, microbes, germs. This is us, okay? So actually we are healthy when we have a healthy balance of all of that. It's called microbiota. We have a symbiosis inside us that makes us create enzymes to digest. I mean, we need help to actually live on this planet, and they help us. So I know in this crazy time with the, I'm not saying the word, we're all scared about viruses and all that, but we need to keep a healthy mind about it because we need them. So if we get too clean and we are too paranoid, we don't build our immune system anymore. And then we become very sensitive and intolerant and allergic and all of that. So balance, you know, not too like, oh yeah, I'll eat the dirt from my yard. Maybe not, you know. But, you know, at the same time, don't put chlorine everywhere, because chlorine is bad for us, for example. It's good to kill what we need to kill, but it's bad for, we shouldn't have chlorine on our clothes, shouldn't have chlorine on our sheets, towels, because it gets inside our self and it's not good for us. So balance in everything. Ginger, fresh. So I try to buy things as organic as possible. If I can't, if it's too expensive, I'll make sure I wash it. Or like if that was not organic, I would peel it. But because it's organic, I can use the skin. And there's so much good stuff in the skin. Most of the vitamins and nutrients are generally in the skins. That's why it's very important if you, like those apples in America, I mean here, I don't know in the rest of the country, but apples are so expensive. So yeah, we don't buy them organic because they're a little more accessible, but I'll have to peel it because there's a lot of crap on that skin, unfortunately. Mother Nature gave us the best, and we ruin it by putting all the pesticides and all that. I'm going to wash this briefly. All right, and cutting it little slices. Let's see if I can see what I'm doing. Sort of, yep. There we go. All right, here's the turmeric. Turmeric. Everybody knows now that turmeric, I guess, I don't know, maybe not everybody, but turmeric is amazing. In India, they put turmeric in every food, practically. They make that golden milk, you know, with turmeric and honey. Always put black pepper with your turmeric. So otherwise the turmeric just goes through your body and you don't, it's processed too fast. So when you add either black pepper, or what I do too is I add the dill seeds will help to hold the turmeric in your body long enough so that you get all the benefits. Benefits anti-inflammatory, boost your immune system. So it creates like a coating on your organs. It will, like if you drink the golden milk, you'll have like a plaster going around your stomach, and it will, if there's little ulcers. We have little ulcers regularly in our body. I mean, they're okay as long as they don't stay there too long. But when you do that, you help those ulcers to, be removed and get healed and everything. Very good. Turmeric. If you don't have it fresh, just the powder is good too. All right. So anything you can replace, even if it's not like the super solution, it's better to have the powder than nothing at all. All right, I always make sure I put the black pepper immediately so I don't forget it. I don't buy black pepper already grounded because, as usual, profit, supposedly. You don't have to believe me, okay? That's my own belief. They add some stuff in the container, extra, like dust or, whatever is to make it a little heavier. And then you have no idea, but you are also eating whatever they put in with. When I buy it whole, and then I use this, the good old peppermint. Okay, I think that's enough. It's gonna be so hot and spicy. Okay, once I've done that, I'll put a little bit of dill. So it helps to digest too. If you have a baby and you are breastfeeding, you probably already know that dill seeds is good for lactation. I'm not in that place anymore, as you probably have noticed. I'm not going to have a baby anytime soon. Don't think I can anymore. Why am I talking about this? All right. After this, if I'm not distracted, like I am right now, I just put any fruit. Oh, and I also add, I forgot, I also add avocado. I hope I have one. Where is my, I thought I had one left. Oh, crap. Oh my gosh, running out of avocado. That is terrible. Alright, no avocado. Maybe here. Ooh, okay. I'll have to go and buy some. I like avocado because it gives the smooth of the smoothie. Because I don't use milk or, I do use almond milk. Well, to get the smoothness, I'm gonna add some almond butter. That will help. Could use also coconut butter or coconut oil. Very good for the brain. Actually, I have some here. It's not my usual, but I do that sometimes. And since I forgot to buy more avocado, I'll add a spoon of virgin coconut oil. Yeah, don't buy it refined. It kills all the good stuff. Anything that is processed, just forget about it. There's not much left in it. Yep. Okay. Whatever you like. It's not going to taste very much, but I will bring a little bit of I'm using my finger, but I wash my hands, okay? Okay. No, no, not in the pot. Wash my hands again. So, happy birthday. How many times? Twice. Happy birthday to you. I'm going to come back. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. The thumb, the fingers. We are so good at washing our hands now.
How do you say happy birthday to you in French?
Oh yeah, maybe it's different. Maybe we say it longer. I don't know. Joyeux anniversaire. Joyeux anniversaire. Joyeux anniversaire. Joyeux anniversaire. Maybe it's a little longer. I don't know. All right. So I forgot avocado. So I replaced it with some coconut oil just for the smoothiness. And this I will add it a little later. So we did this mango. Yeah, I am totally addicted to mangoes and pineapples. But we're so lucky here in the south. They are numerous and cheap and delicious. All right, a little bit of, I'm going to show you how easy. People think mango are hard to peel. Well, you don't peel it actually. You cut it like this. And then look, it's going to take me hardly any time. You create little...
You score it.
Yeah. Just do this. I think I saw that in a movie or a documentary about Brazil. They eat a lot of mango over there. And I was like, yeah, that's the way to do it. And then you push it out. Ta-da!
Oh, brilliant.
You see? So if you're going... okay. I like to... my fingers. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Here's anniversaire. All right. So all you need to do... So if you are going to eat it, you just eat it like this. If you're going to put it... So same thing, I'm going to put a little bit in the smoothie, but I'll keep it some because it tastes so good in the oatmeal. All right. I know it takes me long, but I'm explaining you. Normally I don't talk that much.
You're doing good.
All right. Okay. Got it.
That really does get all the meat, doesn't it?
Yes. I'll finish it later. I promise you I will not waste any of the thing that is still on the skin. All right. I just did it again. Okay. This. Then, so any fruit you have, fresh or not fresh, again, it's, you know, if it's fresh, great. If it's frozen, better than none. All right, so, you know, I cut it like this. People don't like pineapple because it's too much work. So what I do is I just cut big rims of the skin, so I don't have to go too much and, you know, get those little things out. It's pretty much gone. I don't know if they're bad or not bad. I don't like those little things, so I take them out. And then I'll go in and eat the flesh directly. I don't know. I think it takes me a long time because I am so conscious about not wasting. Yeah, I am so. I have to thank my mom, my grandparents, You know, they were really about not wasting food, probably because they were born during the war and they suffered lack of food. So, yeah.
That is a good habit. We should
Yeah,
all
it's
be
good.
that way.
So I'll do that. I'll eat all of that later. I'm not going to make you have to go through all of my steps. All right. So what did I put in here? Banana, chia seeds, a little bit of water, banana, a tiny little garlic, half a garlic clove, fresh turmeric, fresh ginger, black pepper, the dill seeds, mango, pineapple. Did I say banana? I did. Okay, so that's already quite a lot of stuff, isn't it?
Yes. Good
So
stuff.
I'm going to add some frozen blueberries. It's good to, if you have to study and use a lot of your brain for any kind of activity in your brain, black berries are excellent. Blueberries are excellent for that. And full of antioxidant too. All right, so here we go. Fingers again. And it's in here.
I like all your cool wording and signs and everything on your refrigerator.
Yeah, you can make little... I remember the morning world as though 1,000 red suns sound charmed me. I don't know. I think I know who wrote that. I think it's Jolie. My friend Jolie. Anybody who comes here is welcome to the little poetry on the fridge. Good habit.
Good habit.
Can be funny, can be inspirational, can be totally
You have an audience
not
member
funny.
here. You have a kitty cat that is
Oh,
watching every move and listening to
All
every
right.
word. She's going to be a healthy kitty.
So now I'm gonna add more water and oh yeah, I want to make almond milk. Sometimes if you're out of almond milk, all you need to do really is to take almond butter and add water to it. That will make almond milk, okay?
How can you do that with real almonds?
Oh, raw, yeah, that's something my sister makes, and I keep thinking I'm going to do it. Now we have all the time in the world. We can do it. So you soak your almonds for a night, overnight, and then the skin will, unstuck from it, and you kind of rub them together, and so you supposedly the skin is not very easy to digest and process, so it's better not to use the skin. Also, it's easier to make a smooth milk. You know, if you have the skin, it's not as smooth. So once you've done that, you put your almonds in a mixer. Is it called mixer? A mixer?
It is a
Blinder.
grinder.
Grinder.
Well, it's similar to the bullet.
Yeah, and water. And you put a little bit of water. You see if it's white enough or to your liking, and you can add a little more water to it if it's not liquid enough. There we go. Water.
Good water.
Good water. Yes. Oopsie. The filter also filters all the impurities, takes the chlorine out of the water. I don't know if it takes the what's that thing that is really not good for us, but a lot of countries, a lot of towns have it, like fluoride.
Yes.
Bad stuff. No, we don't need fluoride. we would benefit from fluorine, which is natural, but fluoride is absolutely not natural and doesn't help our tooth at all. It's a myth.
When you get a filter like that, is that something that you can install yourself, or do you have someone do that for you?
Well, I'm lucky to have a plumber living next door, and he's a friend, so he did it. Yeah, you cannot have to have somebody who knows what he's doing. I'm sure I could have found a YouTube video telling me how to do it, but I know my limitation. My plumber area is not my forte. All right, I put a few, and that's it. Yeah, I think I. Oh no! Forgot a lot. So I'm gonna put it out again. Oops. Yeah, all my superfood. I love to add a lot of powders. All right, so I have them all here. Cinnamon, very good for you. Cinnamon. Don't ask me for what. I just know. Okay, it's good. It tastes good. And then it's good for you for something.
And it smells
I don't
good.
pretend to be, a scientist or nutritionist. I read and I retain the essential information.
Well, they can look it up. They can Google it.
Yeah, you can Google it. I'm sure you'll find all the benefit of cinnamon. Write it down. Write it in the comments.
Exactly. That's a good idea.
Then I learn from you. Here we go. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha sounds very yoga. Shavasana, ashwagandha,
Namaste.
chaturanga. So this is good for, it's adaptogen. So that I know. We live in a world that is transforming so fast. That helps our body to adapt easier. So it's an adaptogen. It's very important nowadays with all this crazy.
Do you get these online, or do you get them at Whole Foods?
Well, Whole Foods is very expensive, especially if it's supplements and like this. I try to find things the cheapest I can. So this one was in a store here on Hilton Head. It was quite a good price. How much did I pay? $5.99 for this. I mean, it sounds expensive for that little box, but I think it's an Indian root, where ashwagandha, also known as Indian ginseng, here we go, is revered for its ability to combat stress, which can help boost mental clarity. It can also be taken with milk and honey before bed to promote a calm and restful night's sleep. Oh. Well, I learned something.
There we go. Can you put that closer to the screen so they can, I want to make sure I write this down as well. Ash, wag, and ha.
Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. Yeah, you can find it online. Make sure, it's organic and not treated and all that. A little spoon. Everything is in moderation. Don't overdo anything, and you'll be healthy. So this is it. I like to put maca. Maca, good for the eyes. As you notice, I'm trying not to wear glasses. I also believe, whatever we believe, it's what we believe. But I believe that if I keep using my eyes without glasses, I will keep my eyesight. So it has diminished a little bit. In the time I was in front of a computer for most of my day. I'm getting it back. I'm able to read without glasses more and more. So Maca. Maca, it's sweet. Same thing, a little bit. Okay, what does it say? Support energy and vitality, malty, nutty, super root, promote balance in the body. And I'm not making I'm not this is what I have. You buy whatever you can find. The cheapest, if possible, for your pocket,
Home Goods is a pretty good place too. Isn't it Home Goods to get?
Home Goods, yeah, that's where I got this. I think I did get this in Home Goods. I guess. Yeah, I think I did. Well, if you are in America and you have a Home Goods. All right, spirulina. All right, what does it say? Superfood from the source. Spirulina, also known as blue-green algae, was used by the ancient cultures as a daily food source. This powder offers an excellent source of protein and iron, and it is also a good source of vitamin B6.
Really?
Wow, I'm learning stuff today. That's me.
That's great because you don't really find that many foods with the natural B vitamins, right?
And it doesn't come from the sea. I know it comes from actually lakes and stuff. So if you're afraid of any places that has had a lot of radiation, like in front of California, after the Fukushima disaster, we don't know a lot of things. They tell us that everything is fine now. Yep. All right. Okay. I do that. I put then back the kale. Let me think. I think we're good. We're good. All right. Where's the top? I'm not prepared.
You're making it real. You're making it where we can relate to it.
Where is the top to get this? Oh my God. Oh no, look at this. I forgot. This is also a really good one. It's eleuthero root.
ELEUTHERO.
Yes.
That sounds healthy.
So, origin China. Same thing, it's adaptogen. Yeah, I bought, it's 1 pound, I think. I forgot. Yeah, 1 pound. It was, pricey in the sense of, I think it was something like $30. So it sounds like a lot of money, but I've been using it for about 6 months.
Oh, that's good.
So you see, I still have quite a lot. As I said, I don't put a lot in it, just a little.
What do you think about it? We spend money on Starbucks and eating out, and the money that we spend on that could be an investment for all the things that our body needs.
That's right. All right, where's that thing? Oh, ha! Found it! All right, here we go. Jump. Sound. That's very practical if you're, a little one like this. If you are traveling, doesn't take a lot of space. So
I think that was $18 on Amazon.
Here we go. No, we're not making publicity for Amazon, but you can find maybe even cheaper somewhere else. Always look around. Don't think Amazon has the cheapest price. Remember, search before you make your decision. Give the other one a chance to make business too. Not all to Amazon, okay? Amazon is gonna hate me. Green goo!
You look like a model. You look like a model standing there. So beautiful. Strike a pose.
Okay, we're gonna cut that part in when we edit the video. Oh my gosh, 40 minutes. Oh, really long. It doesn't take me that long, okay? I am talking a lot. All right, well, it's nearly done. So all you're going to do after that is, you know, if you have made it right now in the pot, you just pour it in your thing. I'm going to put a few here. Here we go.
So this has carbs, proteins, vitamins.
So this is oatmeal. Yeah, it has. I'm vegan. Okay, the real vegan are going to not like what I'm saying because I'm not 100% vegan, which means I'm not vegan. I'm mostly vegan. But yeah, that's a lot of protein and fibers in oatmeal. Organic, again, you know, things like this, it's very important to eat organic. You know, you think you're paying more, but actually all the toxins that are in the food that is not organic is making you sick. So, you know, cheaper, not organic, health-wise, and then expensive, but organic. Ooh. I don't go to the doctor hardly ever. Thank you for, you know, my grandmother. I was born in a family that totally was pro natural remedies and organic. My grandmother was already into homeopathy and alternative medicine. I'm so grateful. I don't take any drugs, nothing. I mean, if I have a headache, I'll massage, self-applied massage, and I'll try to let it go naturally. Sometimes I do take something if, like, I can't sleep because I have a cold, but, you know, most of my life I'm not taking any drugs at all. I am a bad customer for the drug industry. All right, that's it. So we're gonna stop here because you don't need to see the rest, but I'm gonna add any fruit that I have. I have a little kiwi, I have a little clementine, and I'm going to put half an apple. When it's winter, I like to cook the apple. It makes it nice and wintry. And sometimes I soak the oatmeal instead of cooking it. Soaking overnight. It helps to digest the raw oatmeal. Raw oatmeal is good, but it needs to be soaked first. And we're going to enjoy this wonderful green goop that...
It needs a more sexy name, doesn't it? Because it's so...
Smoatmeal.
Smoatmeal.
I don't know. Sexy name for a goop? Sexy goop. Sexy goop.
Green goddess, maybe.
Ooh, green goddess.
Maybe ask them. Ask.
Yeah, what would be a good name? Give us some suggestions. And have a great day, and whatever you liked in what I was telling you, do it. Oh yeah, we need to add some sweet Georgia pecans. Cheap too, because it's on sale. Okay, bye. See you next time.